Hi there. I want to talk to you today about supplements. I've been practicing for a little over 20 years in medicine, and I can't tell you how many times people have come up to me and asked me, "Hey, Dr. Campbell, what supplements should I be taking? Do I need to take supplements? If I'm eating a healthy diet, do I need to take supplements? Why do I need to take supplements? Is there a specific company that you recommend, or a specific product that you recommend, or something that I can start my whole family on?" So these are a lot of the questions, and there's a lot of different ways they get asked over time to me. But basically, my answer is pretty simple, and I'm going to tell you what that is. But first, I'm going to tell you about myself. So I just want to introduce myself. My name is Dr. Christina Campbell. I'm a functional medicine physician. I've been practicing medicine for a little over 20 years. And my passion is in natural methods for health and wellness and reversing disease at the root cause. So that's where I come to the table here. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about the supplements that I actually use for my family and for myself. So this is kind of a personal conversation, but it's also something that I recommend to my patients initially. But let's conquer the question first. Why do I need to take supplements? So part of the reason why is because we live in a very toxic world. Actually, that's most of the reason why. We live in a toxic world, and our produce and our meat products are not what they used to be. The global use of herbicides and pesticides has reduced the number of nutrients that are available in the soil itself, as well as in the plants. And so what used to offer a lot of nutrients to us, or used to be very nutrient dense, is no longer. Now, one of the ways you can get around that is, to a certain degree, is eating organic. Organic will give you a product that is not genetically modified. So it has better DNA for you, and also is never been used with pesticides and herbicides. And so that's a better choice because you're going to have more nutrients and it's going to be a better quality. But I will tell you that even despite that, our organic vegetables and fruits are not the same nutrient density that there used to be way back before the Industrial Revolution, and way back before we had large crops, when we were hunters and gatherers, before we had ever genetically modified any crops. Our food was much more nutrient dense. And so we are now trying to make up for that deficit. And so, yes, we do need to supplement. And I will tell you, I went through a period in my career where I didn't believe that. But as the research came in and I started really taking in the differences, there's a lot of research in the nutrient science journals that shows very clearly that our nutrients in our current food is not at all the same as what it used to be. And we need to make up for that for our own health and wellness so our bodies can function correctly. Many of these vitamin minerals are used for our body's biological processes. They're cofactors to certain enzymes, or they are part of what makes our cells work. So if we don't have enough of it, our cells don't work. And if they don't work, we become sick. When we become sick, we get a diagnosis, and we get a diagnosis, then we get a pill. And then we get another diagnosis and another pill and another diagnosis, another pill. And pretty soon we feel horrible, right? So now I'm not saying that if you don't do any supplements, you're going to end up, early in the grave. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that there's a strong argument for supplementing. Now, is there a specific company that I recommend, or is there a specific supplement that I would say everyone needs to be on? I will say that I believe in personalized medicine, and I believe in science. So there's a company that I like to use as my go-to for my patients initially, and then forever. And it's also the company that I use for my family. And it is a company that not only works with a physician quality lab and does lab testing to find out exactly where your nutrient deficits are, but then they've partnered with an organic farm that creates a food-based supplement. So let me talk about the power of that. First of all, it started in science, and it's personally based on what's happening with you in the moment. It addresses where your DNA meets your environment. right? Where those two come together, that is where you really have to be looking to improve your health and wellness. There are supplement companies out there that do DNA testing and then create a supplement to based on your DNA SNPs and your genetic issues, and try to maximize your genetic issues. And that's really great. But the problem is that they're missing the key piece of environment. So just because you're supplementing for your DNA doesn't mean you're getting this environment piece. So, so you're still missing this part. And I think that's where the power of epigenetics comes in. Epigenetics being the area where DNA genetics meets environment and what's going on currently. And not only that, this food-based powdered supplement that's created from an organic food, it's a superfood basically, supplement. It's created based on your lab report, based on what is documented clearly to be deficient for you. But also, when you retest, you will see that things shift as you supplement certain areas of your body that really need it the most. Your body will shift, and you will see improvement in your energy, your sleep, your quality of life. You will see a lot of changes. And then you can retest and then address the other types of issues. A perfect example also, though, is because our lives change, right? Issues come and go. We can coast through life for a little while, but there's usually something that drops in our lap that we weren't expecting, that creates stress or changes our biologic processes, our DNA, our stressors. And everyone deals with that differently, and everyone's DNA will deal with that differently. So if you would have, for a perfect example, if you would have tested me in January of last year, right after Christmas, holidays were over, and it was everything, the insanity was gone from Christmas, and I was coasting, and I was, drinking a cup of hot cocoa, and I was very calm and mellow, and everything was going my way. The kids were in school, and I was getting a lot done at home, and it was very calm time in my life. I guarantee you would get a completely different test in April or May of this year after the shutdown began. The kids were home, so now I'm trying to run my business, and I'm trying to take care of the kids and homeschool and cook dinner, take care of my husband, take care of the house. And that was a completely different time. And I guarantee you, if you'd have tested me again, you would have found that environmental stress completely changed what vitamins and minerals my body needed. And so what's incredibly powerful about this particular company and what they do is that you can address that. And as it changes over time and you retest, your supplement changes. Each time you retest, they create a new supplement for you. So it's pretty powerful stuff. And when people are spending hundreds and thousands even of dollars a month on supplements and just kind of guessing what they think they need based on a blog post they read or a book, you can imagine that they might be wasting some money. They may not need all of those things. And the truth is, what I've found is that it is this is a very good price point on this particular supplement, and it's much less expensive than all of these other guessing games that people are playing. And it replaces that. So it actually creates a positive financial outcome for people in addition to a positive health outcome. So if this is something that interests you and you're one of those people who's asked that question, never got a great answer, I hope this was a good answer for you. And if you're interested in finding out more about this product, I would love to talk to you about it. And I would love to send you a questionnaire to kind of get a feel for, it's a questionnaire that the company uses to get a feel for what type of deficits or what type of symptoms you might have and what type of nutrient deficits you might be trying to address. And then you can set up a free call with me, and we can talk about it, and I can help you get started, help you get the initial test done, and then talk to you about the supplement if that's the way that you want to go. So please reach out to me. I hope this helps answer the supplement question, which is a burning question in many people's minds, and brings it to science and to something that is not guesswork but real, and has made a huge impact on the health and wellness of my family and my patients. All right, I'll talk to you soon.